Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome to Sonic Academy's Tech Tips. In this one, we're going to take a look at glitching up some vocals using EX24. I have gathered together some vocal sort of oohs and ahs. Had these lying around on a hard drive and just picked out three slightly distinct phrases of oohs and ahs. We highlight them, right click, and we can go down to convert, and we want to convert these to new sampler track, and we want to do it via regions. So it'll tell us here that we're going to create 3 zones. They want the 3 audio files, and we want to start at C1, so let's do it. I'm pretty sure we have done this before, covered this before, but I'm just showing you how we can quickly glitch up some vocals. So the sampler instrument now will lay in some MIDI to correspond with here. There you go, cool. And if we go in and we edit, the edit button. If you don't have the edit button, please go up to preferences and go and switch on advanced tools. Click there, show advanced tools. What we want to do, we want to have some sort of control. We want to start spreading these vocals across the keyboard. So let's spread them an octave apart, 3 different samples. So C1. And we want to make them an octave. 1 octave. And we want to change the root note, because this one, the root note's at C1. We'd have to change this to C2, this to C3. But we want to, let's just show you. C2, C3. Oh. So now. But we want to be able to go up the keyboard and down the keyboard. So we have to change the root note to somewhere in the middle here. So we can do F, F1, F2, F3. So the original is now sitting on the F. So we can now go up and we can go down. And we can start looking at some patterns. We want to save that. You can rename it something a bit better than OMT ooze-003 group dash vocal mixes ES2 underscore or EXS underscore 2. Not very catchy. So we want to start glitching things up. So we can move this out of the way. Bring in a beat. What I did off air is have a mess around with some just sort of glitchy pattern. And what I wanted was this this note to go lower. So we can just go into the EX24, go to edit, and I want to stretch this down. The other thing I wanted to do is to go and trim the starts. So we open up in Sample Editor, and it doesn't show us the waveform quite correctly. But if we hit the arrow keys, if we arrow to the left, it'll bring us to the start of the audio we've selected. And I can now move this in to get something just a bit sharper. You can see if we have it here, it'll be a slower attack. You can see as the ooh comes in. But we want something a bit sharper. Which is cool. And we want to go to the next one. Again, arrow left. And we want to just randomly look for a nice peak. So we now have a nice sort of attacky noise. And this one, again, why it won't open up here is beyond me, but so let's have a listen now to that sort of. So that last one, there's a nice sort of flurry at the end. I want to try and get a better transient. So let's play. So that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Stop. Yeah, you're always looking for maybe, to try and have the sample note playing close to another note. So if I hold this down, you get that hey. So if you have a slightly longer note, you can get little interesting bends or something. So let's have a look. No, prefer it the way it was. Let's go back roughly here. Yeah, that's cool. And you can slightly pan these left. So that's the main sort of body of it. You can pan this slightly, not too much, 15. So once we close that down, resave, you can rename if you want. Other things we can do to make it slightly more glitchy is start adding in some pitch bends. And we'll do this via our matrix here. So our destination is already set at pitch. We don't want it via anything. And we want the source to be amp env1. So we start dialing in some pitch. If you think back to, there's a tech tip on the site if you go and have a look for it. Brian shows you how to add punch to your bass. It's the same thing. We're adding a very sharp pitch bend to the vocal. You can hear it. Then we can start playing with the pitcher and the glide here. So you can pull the pitch amount and have it maybe slower decay. So there you go, there's a quick sort of tip on how to glitch up vocals in EX24 very quickly. Bring in some audio ooze, set it to a sampler instrument, go and find a nice transient point within each of these sort of samples, play about with the pattern, and then add some pitching, some glide, set your destination to be pitch, and your source to be envelope 1, and you can control it here via the decay or the sustain. I can invert that as well, would be. So yeah, you could automate that switch there to increase or decrease as you want. So yeah, kind of the trappy, vocally type thing. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll speak to you all very, very soon. Thanks everybody for watching, commenting, and indeed liking. We really do appreciate all the support we get here on our Sonic Academy YouTube channel. So if you found this video super useful, please, we'd love you to hit the subscribe button. We update the YouTube channel every week with new content. And if you want to watch some more relevant content, just click on the videos beside me.